Paul79 here. I hope you're safe and well. Welcome to part 10 of Paul79's car SOS project. This is the final part, and the reason why I'm sort of smiling is I'm very pleased to say the car is done. Yes, such a relief. It's been a long, hard slog. I've enjoyed doing it, but it's been long. It's been hard because I obviously have a proper job. It's caused a few issues at home, and the weather hasn't been very good. But I'm really pleased to say it's all done. I've got it to the best that I can. I hope the owner will be happy with it. And yeah, just some stats for you. I've spent 235 hours on it. I've had it 132 days, and yeah, those 200 odd hours, that's basically, yeah, I've basically rebuilt the car. You know, apart from fitting the kit, I've pretty much redone and done everything that is required of these builds. It took longer for certain things because there are things I had to sort of undo and then redo. But anyway, that's all in the past. Sorry I'm looking a bit soaked. Yeah, it's summer here in the UK, and as you know, as standard, we're having a great British summer. You know, I was looked at the calendar the other day, and it's going to be the 21st of June soon, and that's when the nights start drawing in. So, and it feels like we've had no summer, and that's like, you know, about 10 days away, so, or less than 10 days. So it's about a week away, in fact. So, but anyway, right. So the car is done. There are a couple of bits that I still need to do on it. And when I say done, I mean all the construction, all the sort of hard jobs, getting it up to standard. All it needs doing is it needs a thoroughly good clean, and I need to go round it with the old touch-up paint because there are you know, a few little chips here and there that need doing. But there's no point doing that yet until the owner is ready to pick the car up. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go and have a look at it, and I'm just going to go through everything I've done just to refresh your memories. It's actually been raining outside, so we can't go into too much detail sort of on the inside because it'll get wet. But yeah, let's go and have a look at it. See you in a bit. Bye! Would you believe it? It stopped raining. Anyway, funny old weather we're having at the moment. You know, it rains and it stops. It rains and it stops. Anyway, let's go through to the front of the house, and there she is, all done. The latest saga that we had was the front wheels. So you may remember that I fitted coilovers because it was too high. Put the coilover, well, fitted lowering springs too low, got some coilovers, fitted them perfect, test drove the car, horrendous rubbing in the arches. Went back to basics, and I realised that the front tyres that were on this car were completely wrong profile. In fact, the profile, and for those of you who don't know, that's this bit, right, was actually higher at the front than the rear. And the thickness of the tyres was far too thin for the wheel that is there. So anyway, got some part warns, got some ones that are the right size now. They're the right profile. They're 10 millimeters slightly thinner than my ones here, which I've just had actually brand new ones put on. But yeah, so now we've got the right tyres, and the problem was with the tyres is because this profile was so high, when the wheel turned, you can imagine, it's like a tractor, it was catching on the arches. Anyway, so got the new tyres on. Arch rub was better, but not brilliant. Then I realised that these wheels actually needed to be spaced out more, right? They were too sunken in the arches. I compared them to mine. You know, I know it's never going to be exactly the same, but mine, if you look at the fronts, you can see down the bottom here how much of the tyre sticks out there. That wasn't the case on this one, so it had to space the wheels out, right? And because the wheels were spaced out further when they turned, they missed the inside of the arch. or so I thought. So what we can see now here is we've got a 10mm shim here. We've already got a spacer, because these particular wheels, these are Oz wheels, I think, their offset is very low or very high, or what you can see here, there is no actual depth to the wheel here. So what we have here now is basically a 40mm spacer, right? Now, I would recommend when this goes back to the owner or whoever actually ends up owning the car, to actually change that spacer to be a one solid 40mm one, or change the wheels with the right offset. If you want to know what the right offset is, get in contact, because I have on my car the offset I designed so we don't need any spacers whatsoever. So I thought that'd be the end of the arch rubbing. It was for the passenger side, but then after test driving it, when I turned right on the driver's side, it was still rubbing, right? When we were sort of going up a slope. So when I was pulling onto the drive here, it rubbed. Had a look, worked out what it was. So basically below here, inside the arch, is the fuel filter. Okay, it's just like a box. It's like sort of a rectangular box, and it sits inside the arch here. That had been sort of moved down and almost forward a bit. I don't think you need to do that. So what I've managed to do is I managed to reposition it back how it was as standard. I didn't move it on this car, I didn't move it on that car, I've never moved it on my cars, and I don't think you need to move it. I had to zip tie the connectors to it back so the wheel wouldn't catch, and then with the arch liner everything is good. So now we've got no rubbing in normal driving mode or going up slopes. Obviously with these cars, because you are putting bigger wheels on, full lock, you have to be a bit careful. You're going to have a little bit of arch liner rubbing front and back, but nothing, it's touching the arch liner, it's just in plastic, so it's okay. It's as long as you take it slow. Right, so we got the front of the car sorted. What have we, let's summarize what we've done on this car. So where do I start? Okay, let's start at the front. Okay, so headlights completely taken out, redone, re-put in place and sitting properly, nice and secure. All these front grills have been made and bonded in. Number plate plinth in place, number plate on, built an under bumper cover. The DRLs have been, we've used the proper frames. They're bonded to the inside of the bumper so they don't move, but they're easy to take out should you ever need to. We've got the right indicators now, so you can see here the RS indicators have an extra curve in there. They all fit. We got new shark vents. They have been trimmed up, bonded in properly, so now they don't wobble. I've basically, inside here, I had to reposition the fuel flap, the pipe, so this would shut properly. So that's all done. Side skirts are have been taken off. They do need repainting, but they've been cut, heated and bended into the correct shape and attached. Yeah, they're actually sat in at the moment. They don't look too bad in the rain. The front, we still need to get that painted, but I'm not going to do that. Any body shop can do that. We took these grills out. I say we, I'm me. I didn't have a team of people helping me. Anyway, we took these out, painted behind them black. That's the other side of the arch liner for the rear. Painted that black so you can't see it. It was grey before. Completely remade, or completely made the arch liners for this part for the rear. That's all been redone. That's all done. It's all painted black. Everything's blacked out. Behind here, made all the arch liners. You've got a grille at this bit here. You can probably just see that. Maybe you can't, but yeah, there you go. You can see there's a bit of the grille. So you've got a grille that's under this section, so you can see through. Lets a bit of air through. Don't know whether that makes any difference, but yeah. So that's obviously been done on both sides. At the rear of the car, again, basically everything's been redone. Took the lights out, redone all the wiring, fitted this, or made this grille, sprayed all the actual trim panels black, fitted it in. We got this basically redone in satin black because it was gloss black to start with. These holes I cut out and I put grills in and then covered with flashing tape to stop the water coming through. Redone the brake light wiring, restuck these on because they would come off. One of them came off in my hand. What else? Obviously the rear window has been taken out and then restuck back in. We've got seals all along here to stop the water coming in. Of course, completely redid the door windows, so now they actually shut, they line up. Put in these I can't remember what they're called now, drip rails. Yeah, these drip rails from the Cayman, they're all now in there now, so the window tucks in nicely here. Made extra trim panels here that fit in to then make it look like it's seamless. New windscreen wipers because the others were a bit tired. Resprayed this scuttle cover. What else? I think that's pretty much it for the outside. A lot of stuff has been done behind the scenes or underneath that you can't actually sort of see, but you know that it's been done. So underneath here, all the wiring is done here. We have all the CAN bus error cancellers. They all work underneath here now. This all looks very standard and factory. I've blacked out everything. The bonnet, underneath the bonnet's been blacked out. We've put in some extra lighting there. Yeah, it just sort of looks factory. We've got this panel here which houses the original DVD and sat-nav players. We had to keep them because we've changed the radio in the car to be an aftermarket one, but the way the Porsche system is set up, you still need to have them connected. Let's go and have a look at inside. So basically, yeah, what we done here? Brand new door, well, not brand new, but new door cards, because the other ones had yellow paint on. Completely replaced all of these seals because they were yellow and they were cut in half. Yeah, everything. I've had all of this carpet out, completely dried it all out. Oops, I accidentally locked it. Yeah, completely stripped this whole interior, dried everything off. Painted anything that was black and plastic, got a lick of satin black. Painted the center console here because this used to be a grey colour. This actually we haven't got any of that colour. Oh yeah, see in the steering wheel here, that dark grey. That's what they used to be that colour. Replaced the switches on here because they were looking tired. New radio. With Bluetooth and all of that, new gear gator. Dashboard there is all pretty standard as it was before. Different steering wheel, got the sports steering wheel, had a spare one of them, so I've put that on. And yeah, so it just looks like a normal car, nothing exciting, but you know, it just looks finished. Even if I do say so myself. And then of course at the rear, we've all seen what I do at the rear of these cars, basically parcel shelf, C pillar trims, B pillar trims. The roof is all covered in carpet. It seems ages ago since I did all of this, to be fair. And yeah, it all looks sort of just normal, and it's just usable, I suppose. Nothing really much to do on it at all. It's just sort of done. And yeah, so what happens now? Well, I'm going to move this car now to a top secret location in storage. My beautiful wife will be happy to get her drive back so I can put my other car on the drive and not in the road. Yeah, so I'm just going to go and store it and wait for the owner to settle the bill, and then hopefully he can enjoy it, you know, in the summer if the weather actually ever improves. So yeah, I'm exhausted, but pleased. I'm pleased it's done. Would I do another one? Maybe not, and while I'm working, maybe when I've retired, which will be a few years. Maybe I'll do another one. But yeah, I think my brownie points is massively in deficit at the moment, so I need to get that at least less of a deficit and maybe flat or even a surplus. I've got a few for the outside kitchen, but you know, that was quickly erased. Anyway, I'm blabbering on. I better go. This Sunday's Father's Day in the UK, and I'm going to a car show. I'm going to Motorfest, which is in Essex. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm going to take the white one, going with a group. I'll do a separate video on it anyway, but I'm really excited, really looking forward to seeing it, and you know, modified cars and spending time and meeting new people, because that's what it's all about. Anyway, I better go. Got to go and stick this in the storage place. So take care, everyone. Lovely to see you, and I'll see you on the next video. See you later, everyone.